Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing it really well today, each and every one of you. Yeah, I'm late. I'm late. Look, I needed my beauty rest because I'm going to be on craft roulette tonight, and the evenings are hard for me. I'm usually really tired. So I tried to get a little extra sleep this morning as a power up. I needed a power up. So, I think it'd be really fun to do craft roulette early in the morning, personally, because that's when all cylinders are firing. But I don't think everybody wakes up at 5 or 6. So, I understand. Okay, I've got some fun things. You know what we're going to do? First things first, we're going to finish this book. And then all of us can say we read a book this year. And then I'm going to show you one of the 2 new paper pads that are being released tomorrow in my shop that are physical paper pads. We had a little snafu and a little delay. They were going to be here earlier, like last week, but we had a delay. And I think they're going to get here today or tomorrow. I'm tracking them as we speak. So, but I'm going to show you the printer proofs for one of them. And then the other one's going to be a surprise. All right. So, hi, Kathy. Hi, Linda. Hi, Jennifer. And Linda Tommen. Hi. And hello, Linda Veal. All the Lindas are in the house today. Hello, Lindas. And the Slow Crafter. Yay, tune in tonight on Craft Roulette. I will be there. Hi, Susan. Hi, Shay. Hi, Jill. Hi, Sharon. Hey, Beth. So good to see all of y'all. So let's finish reading this book, shall we? What did this... Can you believe that we get to live on the same planet as fireflies? That alone feels like a reason for celebration. Or have you ever considered how surreal it is that we are able to have animals as companions? Even though we don't speak the same language as them, we are able to find ways to communicate with each other, and sometimes those bonds are even deeper than those with other humans. You're such a good dog. I'm a cat. That's hilarious. As we grow up, our understanding of the world starts to form. It's easy to start wondering, why are some leaves green while others are purple or red? Are snails born with shells? Why do some flowers bloom at night? Of course, with the internet, we can find answers to all of these questions within seconds. But letting yourself think about it first can help you stay curious, and it might even spark a genuine interest in something you've never really thought about before. I love that idea. Try to find something you love and you look forward to in each season. The way the air smells in autumn, or how the winter months give us the opportunity to cozy up and go inward. The way that every spring it feels like the world is waking up from a deep sleep, or how summer, always so vibrant and full of life. Find ways to embrace each of the seasons gives you something to feel good about any time of the year, even if it's small. Hey, Carmina. Hi, Messy Palette. We're finishing a book, so we can all say we read a book this year. Hi, Paula Rice. we're just checking things off our list before the new year begins. That's, we're accomplishing things here this morning. Try going outside with the intention to just be present. What do you hear? What do you see? What does the air smell like? What do you feel? How do you feel? Some of these things may be really apparent to us sometimes, but in other times, I know for myself, because I'm a task-driven person and I've got a lot of irons in the fire, that a lot of times I'm not present enough to do to think of these things in the moment, right? I'm just thinking, I got to get to my car. I got to get to the school. I got to do this. I got to do that. I'm only thinking about my list, and I'm not thinking to try to go outside with the intention of just being present. What do you hear? What do you see? What does the air smell like? What do you feel? How do you feel? I don't think in those terms many times because I'm just caught up in my day to day. Allowing yourself to find magic in the little things is one of the sweetest ways you can interact with the world. When you look for it, you'll find it. Things to remember. All emotions serve a purpose: sadness, anger, grief, joy, awe, serenity, and so on. Although some emotions are less fun to feel than others, that doesn't mean that they are bad. Part of being human is feeling a wide spectrum of emotions throughout your life. They'll all come and go, and even if it's hard to believe in the moment, the hard ones won't last forever. That's something I always remind my children of. Your progress is not diminished by your setbacks. I love that. Despite how it may seem, there is no perfect formula for life, and everyone around you is, for the most part, figuring it out as they go. And that is something I always, I don't know, it's just planted deep in my heart. I try to think that everyone's just doing their best in any given moment. And so it allows me to give more grace um, to others and myself. Just thinking, we're just doing the best we can in any moment with the information that we have. It may not be perfect, it may not be right, it may not be ideal, but we're just all doing our best. We're all on our own timelines, and there are no actual rules that determine where you should be in life by a certain age. Some walk, some crawl, some run, some ride a scooter in high heel red boots. Your thoughts aren't always true. Anxiety, depression, insecurities, and more can influence our thoughts in many ways. And it's important to remember that just because we think it doesn't mean that it is a fact. The process of healing is rarely linear, and it's okay to cry about something that you thought you had healed from. Now, I learned this with grief, that grief is more circular in nature. It's definitely not linear. When you lose someone, you'll think, like what they're saying here, you think you got to a point where maybe you can't cry anymore, or you've healed, a certain amount of time has passed, so you're supposed to be healed from the grief. But grief doesn't work like that. It comes back with a song, it comes back with a sense of feeling, a holiday. Lots of things can trigger it. And so you just have to be gentle with yourself as you work through the process, no matter how long it takes. You don't need to return to past versions of yourself to satisfy people who aren't ready to see how you've grown. I've been learning this one. Chosen family is real family. Sometimes you do have to choose your family. Look at the family she chose. Aren't they adorable? Good job, Frog. You need to be the one to give yourself permission to become that person you want to be. And I think we could all put this on our wall to remember it. You need to be the one to give yourself permission to become that person you want to be. I love it. There are so many big and hard things happening in the world, and there may be personal hardships we must endure, but it's important to remember that you are not alone and that it's okay to not be okay. Even when you are struggling, there is undeniable magic that exists within you. At the end of the day, we are all just a bunch of tiny frogs floating through space together, trying to make each other feel a little less alone and our time here a little more special. That's the end. We did it. We read a book this year. Yay! Hey, Flo. Good. We finished it. I really wanted to share that with y'all. I had picked it up on a whim on Amazon on Black Friday or whatever, one of their special Prime days or something. I got it for like $5 and it was so worth it. What a great little book. What a great little reminder. And it's fun because you can just open it up and find a little way to be happy today. My body works so hard for me. Yay. And just take that with you through the day. So we're done with it. Say goodbye to Little Frog's Guide to Self-Care. What a fun thing. I know December and the holidays can be hard on people, so I thought in December we would share that together. Now, I have my printer proof of one of my new paper pads, which is going to be a physical. There will be no digital, and it will be coming out tomorrow. So this one is called Rainforest Refuge. I have another one coming out that is called Gilded Rose. So I have two completely opposite things going on because that's what I like to do. Gilded Rose is really, really cool. I do not have it printed. I have some past versions of it printed, but it doesn't, only parts of it look, let's see, I don't even think that page is in there anymore. Gilded Rose was changed. I changed it, but here's just a taste of what Gilded Rose looks like. It's lots of roses and very vintage. Okay, so that's Gilded Rose, but I don't have it. I don't have the printer's proof for that one. I have the printer's proof for Rainforest Refuge. So let's look at it. By the way, we're going to make a quick card today. We're going to make a craft roulette card. I've got elephants and gorillas and monkeys and butterflies and birds and big cats, and also just random kind of, what I tried to do was create foliage that you might find on the rainforest floor. That's what I was thinking about. Like if I was hiking through a rainforest and I look down because I'm looking for snakes to make sure I don't step on snakes, scorpions, spiders, all the other crazy things in the rainforest, what would I see on the ground? And that's what these kind of represent, is what I might find on the forest floor. That's a perspective I just thought would be unique and different. So here are, I did a whole page of cats because I can't help myself. They are, to me, the scariest thing in the rainforest, but also just cool. So here's some cut aparts, lots of cut aparts. You know how I do in my paper pads. I like to give you a lot of variety in the different cut aparts and different sizes. I had to throw some sloths in there. And this is kind of my nod because I know Valentine's is coming up. I have digital Valentine kits that are coming out, but I didn't release a digital paper pad. I didn't release a Valentine's paper pad that is physical. I'm going to do that digitally. I'm doing the Rainforest Refuge and the Gilded Rose will be the two that come out before Valentine's. So this one has little animal couples, like the little monkeys and birds and sloths. And then, of course, there's some fun backgrounds. Now, these aren't cut to size, but we've got like this really fun ombre kind of sunset and grunge. We've got a night sky with stars in it. And of course, some rainforest kind of foliage. And I do like to do my half sheets, so I did throw in some half sheets for you. I can't remember what this plant is called. It's not Birds of Paradise. Gosh, I can't remember what that one's called. This sheet really is going to be cut here, and it's just another kind of real deep sunset um, ombre. And then this is the final piece, which is just another really lovely rainforest scene with a waterfall. So that's Rainforest Refuge. And the printer's proof. Cannot wait. I have been working on this one for seriously, I started this one back in September. So I am just real excited. It's been hard to keep this one a secret. Um, and I just love it so much. So that I'm so excited about coming out tomorrow. Thank you, Linda. Hi, everyone. Hey, Tina. I'm going to go back and say hi. Jill, I hope you and John are doing great. And Miss Susan. Susan, I was thinking you sent me the medal, but it wasn't. It was Debbie Trapp. I need to start, I told her I need to start like keeping a log or writing people's names on things because these things came from Debbie Trapp. And she sent me a whole box of really fun metal stuff. You'll probably remember it. I shared it in Happy Mail. Hi, Melinda. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you as well. Love the waterfall, Linda. Yeah, me too. I could do a whole paper pad of waterfalls, I found out. So we've got this one that has like just the long drop. And it's so fun like framing it. And this is kind of a double waterfall. See the other one in the background? Reminds me of just like Guyana and other countries that have like multiple waterfalls happening all at once. Let's see. I actually had to kind of cool it. I had a bunch of waterfalls and I was like, this is not a waterfall paper pad. This one, love this one too, how it just kind of carries down the rocks. I also like how the waterfall like glows almost off the page. And of course there's a little birdie down there. And then this one's the same, but it's larger and it has the gold around it, which you don't really need to use, but I put it around it so you could use this and maybe another card or something. So that is Rainforest Refuge. Let's make a card and then I gotta go. I need to clean my craft room today a little more. I worked on it last night and then go to work. And then do craft roulette. That is the agenda today. What is y'all's agenda today? It's Friday. Hi, Cordelia. Yeah, Mary. I need to come back to Oregon. I love Oregon. Oregon and Washington State. Love, love, love them. I hiked up Mount Rainier with a friend. We camped down in the Pinchot National Rainforest, and that was magical. Absolutely one of my most favorite trips ever. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Okay, let's go to Craft Roulette Live. And we are going to pick some parameters from past episodes. So when you're on Craft Roulette Live, it's craftroulette.live. If you ever need ideas and you want, maybe to work with parameters from a past episode, you can go to the episode archive. Make sure I'm sending us in the right direction. Steven's always updating the website and making it incredible. But I do believe this is where we go and we can look at past episodes. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna spin my phone and wherever my finger stops, I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm gonna look over at y'all's comments and wherever my finger stops, that's what we're doing. Craft Roulette is on at 6:30 p.m., Susan, so you may need a nap today. We're doing Libby's, episode 204. The project is thinking of you. The element is hearts. The colors are fairy tale, and the random is a stamped background. So let's do that. Let's do that. This was from March 1st, 2024. Oh, we're still from this year. Okay. Let me just write that down for myself. That's our own way of doing roulette for now. And then tonight we'll get a whole, tonight we'll get completely different parameters. So our project is thinking of you. The colors are fairy tale. This is episode number 204. The element is hearts. Man, she got a good one, didn't she? No, it's not hearts. I was seeing what I wanted to see. It's hear or ear. Oh, Libby, bless your heart. Hear or ear and random. I can read. We just read a whole book. Stamped background. Okay, we still got this. We might throw a heart on it just for the heck of it. All right, let's do this. Guess what paper pad I'm going to use? You got that right. I'm using this one. I have been wanting to use this one forever, since I started it in September. And I'm just going to go right straight for these birds. All of these animals you hear in the forest, except for the sloths. You might not hear much from the sloths. But the monkeys, the birds. We'll use the birds. Aren't they a lovely couple? Just so nice. And since it's a little couple of birds, then I think that'll work for the thinking of you part. We just read a whole book, Susan. I mean, check it off your list. You read another book this year. If you're keeping a reading journal, add it to it. All right, so we've got the thinking of you. We'll put it in a sentiment too, perhaps, but I'm doing double whammy here. The birds we hear, and if we looked really closely, we might be able to see their ear, but bird ears are hard to find. Colors fairy tale, that totally works for me. Like Cinderella's dress is blue. It just looks like total fairy tale colors. That's too easy. Thinking of you, we'll be able to do a sentiment, and we need a stamped background. Oh, we can do all of this. We can do all of this and more. I said we might throw a heart on it, and we might just do that. I do have this heart die just sitting over here. Now, let's see. I'm happy to report that I ordered a little extra paper this time. I ordered an extra 12 paper pads because look how these just go. Let's just do these. Now, I know we still have to do a stamped background too. Let's see. What about this big heart? I don't think it's big enough. It's not really, well, we might be able to work it out. Let's cut it out from over here. Now the paper's not this big, it's 6 by 8, but when I was printing my proof, it didn't quite go as planned. Oh shoot, my die cutting machine is covered. My craft room is kind of in a bit of an upheaval right now. Let's see. I made a lot of progress last night, but it's still kind of crazy in here. I got it. All right. Hey, Frugality. Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. You're becoming a regular hanging out with us. I'm so glad. Glad you're hopefully enjoying it and having a good time with everybody. Everyone in the chat is just the best. So last night I was telling Sparkleheart that we've got to find a new adjective to describe me. I'm not crazy. I was like, because she always says, you're so crazy. I'm like, I'm not crazy. We've got to find a new way to describe me. And she's like, okay, how about spontaneous? And I was like, yeah, spontaneous is good. I am definitely spontaneous. And she said, fun. And I was like, yeah, fun. And then I said, what about unpredictable? And she's like, oh yeah, you're definitely unpredictable. And so I was like, okay, so from now on, let's work with those descriptive terms. It was so funny. We watched, what brought it on was that we watched a couple of I Love Lucy episodes together. My hubby got me the complete box set of 192 I Love Lucy episodes. If you didn't know I was a huge fan, I am. Sorry, the camera's going to shake for a second. And anyways, so I got you. I'll make it stop. There we go. That was hilarious and fun. We worked through it. Okay. Whoops. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. Ooh, that one didn't cut so well right there. Let's get the pokey tool out. Beth, that ornament that I gave you guys, having Where Mom Builds Character, yeah, you best believe my kids got one too. It's because when you have teenagers, they're just like, whoa. Suddenly everything embarrasses them and they're really aware of everything you do. And they have an opinion about it, right? All right. We have a heart. I know, heart wasn't on there, but I saw heart, so we're going to add a heart. Okay. That little basket's full. That's why that came tumbling down. All right, we need a stamped background. Let me see if I have any tropical. I've got, that would be kind of cool. I even kind of like, honestly, the idea of like a halftone. That's what this is called. When you see all the little dots, it's called halftone. Radiating halftone is what this one is. It's a technical thing in graphic design. It was really, I think, pretty much developed. Well, I can't say it was developed by comic book artists because it was done before them. But they certainly love to use it. I need to destash and get rid of stamps because they're starting to bend, and that's not good. I don't like that. They'll be fine. They'll work fine. Okay, now which one, though, do I want to use for this particular card? I'm kind of feeling this one. Maybe I'll put halftone at the bottom. You guys, I think I'm going to have to start making 5x7 background. I'm going to make them... I chickened out. Let me show you what I drew. For this release, the Rainforest Refuge, I drew this picture and I chickened out and I didn't get it turned into a stamp, but I was tempted to for a background because I didn't know if it would sell, and it's expensive to make stamps this large. But I want to start making backgrounds that are more ideal for 5x7 card makers, because these 6x6 aren't really ideal for us. They don't really work. But see, here's a 5x7. I designed this one so it was larger than a 5x7, and that way we could stamp a whole background. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be brave, and I'm gonna produce and make some backgrounds that are ideal for 5x7 card makers. I'm already working on it, as you can tell. See, I drew this one slightly larger so that you could easily cover a whole 5x7 card base with it. I loved this one. Again, I was playing off it being like a rainforest, and you would color it in if you wanted, or you could just leave it black and white, but I haven't produced it, but there's the drawing. Because these 6x6 just don't cover a 5x7 card. Unfortunately, they just don't do it, which kind of throws things off a little bit. Let's put this down at the bottom because the design is kind of cornered here, but not up here. And then I think I could put the halftone at the top. I mean, there's nothing saying I couldn't use the same stamp a couple of times on it, but let's do it like this. All my secrets are out. All right, now y'all know. I'm gonna just do it. I'm just gonna be bold, take a risk, and produce, because here's the thing, those backgrounds can be used on A2 cards too. Not only 5x7, but us 5x7 people, we need options, and they don't exist as far as I know when it comes to background stamps. So I'll be that girl. I'm just going to declare it. I'll be that girl. All right, let me pick some ink. I'm going to do my VersaFine Onyx Black ink. Should we heat emboss? Do we want to cook a card? Let's cook a card. Let me get my cooker out. Here's my cooker, and we're gonna cook a card. Let me plug her in. All right, she's got to heat up. She really has a short cord. She's not made for the craft room. Okay, and let me get the embossing powder out. We'll do gold. We will do gold. And maybe white. Okay, so let me get my embossing powder. Gotta rearrange my boxes real quick. They're in the wrong order. Sorry guys, I'm right here waiting on that toaster oven, that sandwich maker to heat up. In the meantime, grabbing some embossing powders. Let's see here. Ooh, let's do this dark blue. Maybe. Hold on. Hold on. I'm thinking. Let's do pumice stone. It'll kind of look like tree branches, I'm thinking. Got a watering can. Where is, let's see. You know what? Can't you? I could use this one, but I don't want to because this is one of the transparent embossing powders. I don't want transparent. I'll use this one and this one. Oh, toaster's oven's ready. All right. So let's get to embossing. I'm gonna put her down there. All right, let's emboss. So let me get my embossing powder since we're using a dark one. Hi, Angie. How you doing? All right. I'm going to use my VersaFine Onyx Black ink, which is a pigment ink for this. You can emboss with it. And if your embossing powder is transparent, then the black ink will show through. But if it's not, which most embossing powder is not, Tim Holtz is the only one that I know of with the embossing glaze, which is transparent. So this will work with regular embossing powders. I did some reorganization of my desk last night. I kind of got lost in the little things last night. Does that happen to y'all when you start cleaning? You get kind of lost in the little things. I did that. Even though I had a lot of big things I needed to be doing. All right. This is why I got a new stamp positioning tool, because this one got to where it was missing areas. I think they all do that from my experience. My Tim Holtz one did the same thing. Let's make it extra juicy. Let's hit it one more time. really want to give that embossing powder something to hold on to. Hi, Tina. The butterfly angel wings at the bottom of the stamp. I know, aren't those cool? This is a Simon Hurley stamp too, I think. I think this is Simon's. No, this is Simon Says stamp. Well, Simon Hurley does them too, where they have the cutouts, so you could take the heart out and stamp it individually if you wanted to, or not have the heart in the center. It's pretty cool. Let's see, can I get this to work? There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit this one with embossing powder. Clean off my stamp real quick, like not very well, just enough that I don't mind picking it up and peeling it off. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna hit this with, ugh, I got ink on my fingers and on my card. Yikes. No worries. No worries at all. Now, when you're using a dark embossing powder like this, you definitely want to use like the Embossing Buddy, the anti-static tool, or else that stuff will kind of cling everywhere and you'll have it where you don't want it. But if you use the embossing tool, you can get it to come out pretty clean. Like I don't have any stray embossing powder anywhere I don't want it. And the only reason is because I used that anti-static tool on my card base first. Whoa, how do I have more powder now than I did before? Air, I guess. I'll tap it down. Lid. All right, let's do this. We're gonna cook this card. If you've never been here for the card cooking, well, I learned it from T at Not Afraid of Color. And it's a whole lot of fun. It's a fun way to emboss your cards without a heat gun. And it's very efficient. I like it a whole lot. So here it is. The cord is so short, I can't really get it up on here. Let me use my pencil, get this repositioned. I just have a piece of silicone in here to help protect it. And, oh, I thought the 5x7 worked in here. Dang, does it not work in here? Hold on. Wonder if it can cook. Oh, I think just a 4x6 works in here, but not a full 5x7. Let's just see. I'm not touching it. I'm just radiating it with heat. But I'm not touching the card. It's definitely radiating the card because the card is closing more. It's not really working. Okay, let me get my heat gun out. Well, so much for the sandwich maker today. If it's 4x6 or smaller, it will fit in here. And then it only takes 30 seconds. It's a lot faster than a heat gun. And it doesn't make any sound. And you just lay your piece in there, close the lid, open it up, and you have a cooked card. It's awesome, but it doesn't fit a 5x7. But for all the A2 people, it would be perfect. But we'll just have to do it this way. Oh yeah, grilled cheese for breakfast? Sounds good. I am definitely of the mindset of having like non-breakfast food at breakfast, like spaghetti, stir fry, soup. I like a hearty breakfast. Okie dokie. That's all melted. It's a beautiful, it's probably going to be hard for the camera to capture how pretty this color is, but it's a brown, it's bronze. It is a nice bronze color. Okay, now let's do the top. Let's take a look, first of all, at this situation. Okay, cool. All right. So what I was thinking is doing halftone and white at the top, and we'll ink blend it in, is what I was thinking. We might also just bring in, I have sky. We might just bring in sky, the darker color, not the lighter. The purple and the orange aren't bad together. But I think I kind of want this portion right here. So let me measure this. And instead of doing more embossing, let's just cut a piece of paper and cheat. Because I was going to recreate it anyways. Whoops. All right, so this is 1 1/4 won't cut it. It needs to be a little bit more. Let's just go ahead and do 1 1/2. I like most food, right, TR? I mean, I like breakfast food, don't get me wrong, but I like a hearty breakfast. I really like a savory, hearty breakfast. I'm probably going to butcher the name, but I think it's, I'm trying to think of it now. Shuk. It's a Middle Eastern dish. I think it's from, well, actually, I think it's from Morocco. I can't think of how it's spelled, which is why now I can't pronounce it. It's like suksuka or something. We've had it a couple of times and it was really, really good. Do I like this? I don't know. I might just, I don't think I like it. I don't like it. I think I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it again with the same stamp. I'll just turn it around. Because I don't think the sky is going to work for me. I think the halftone sky might have worked for me, but not the paper sky. I'm going to clean this really good, real quick. Yes, you got it, Jennifer. Shaksuka. Shaksuka. Oh, I know I'm butchering it, but it tastes so good. It's a sauce. like a red sauce, not necessarily tomatoes, just has a lot of herbs. But you do put tomatoes. There are tomatoes in it. And then it has, you just crack your eggs on top of the hot sauce. Oh man. And then we eat it with toasted bread, but you could probably eat it over rice or whatever. Where did I put my stamp positioning tool? That's silly. It has a home. It's not in its home. Saksuka. That's it. Yeah, it's so good. You guys, I made it disappear. I made my stamping tool disappear. There it is. Why on earth did I put it back there? It was behind me in my chair. Silly. Okay. Let's see. Now don't get nervous. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a piece of paper, a scrap piece of paper. We're going to cover the card that we've already done because we don't want to mess it up. I want it right on the line. There we go. Okay, so we're going to cover that. And I'm going to try to get, whoops, these up here in the corner. Okay. So, let me hit this with the anti-static tool again. That's just this little thing of powder. I've had that same pouch since 2016. They last forever and they're totally worth it. They're a couple of bucks. If you do embossing, it really is worth it. Hey Jim, how's it going? Okay. CPR. Still not getting it where I need it because that paper. Whale. Let's see. I'm standing over it now. Closer. It's right here along this line. It's not making contact because of the paper. Let me lift it and see. I think it'll be okay. We'll put some ribbon or something on it. We'll do something. We'll put a piece of gold patterned paper there. We'll make it work. Don't worry. It'll be fine. We're going to go with it. Cleaning my stamp over here really quick. All right. So I can get my fingers nice and inky. Like I did the first time. Okay. Let's emboss it to match the bottom part. See, if the background stamp covered a 5x7 card base, we wouldn't have to do this. Don't worry, I'll make them. This card makes me commit to it. I'm gonna make them. Even if nobody else wants them, I want them. So for those who are just tuning in, we're making a past craft roulette card. I'm getting a little practice in before tonight's show. I just randomly picked a past episode and am making a card with those parameters. So that's what's going on right now. And we're almost done. And I think it's only been like 30 minutes. Maybe it's been longer. I don't know. It hasn't been long though. I'm not Mary Youngblood fast, but we're getting this made. That's an idea, Carmina, but I want it to cover the whole background. I just need to make, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make my own background stamps and have them produced that work for 5x7 cards. That's what I'm going to do. Now they won't be red rubber because I don't have a red rubber manufacturer. They'll be photopolymer, but I'm going to do it. All right. Now, in my bag of scraps, I know I have gold, and I think that's what I want to use. Let's see if it's long enough. Oop, no. Let's pull out another piece. I have other options. I have this silver. I have this gold. That'll do. I think I'd rather have the gold. I'm pretty precious with my Tim Holtz metallic paper. So that's how we're going to fix that seam right there. I'm going to cut this down to 5 so I can make sure I'm getting it correct. I think this is the straight edge. So 5 inches. And then I just need a sliver. Let me straighten the edge up. There we go. You could use washi tape. You could use ribbon, patterned paper. To cover that seam, you could use just about anything, but I'm opted for gold Tim Holtz paper. Cool, that'll work for me. I'm glad y'all had fun with the ATCs yesterday. That was a lot of fun. I had fun crafting with y'all and making those. We'll do some more. I was actually putting those to the side last night and thinking we need to put those ATCs on some A2 cards. That would be really cute. So if you're an A2 card maker, you could totally do that. You could make a bunch of ATCs and use them as your focal points on your cards. I have the slightest bit of overhang over here, which will drive me bananas. Let's bring this in. Oh, I thought I poked everything through. I didn't. That will also drive me bananas. Hi, Ave. How you doing? Hey, Michelle. Oh, fun, your New Year's cards. I guess I'm not making New Year's cards this year. I mean, actually, I'm going to make some little ones. Guess what I'm going to do, you guys? I'm going to make my own poppers. Do y'all ever do the poppers, the New Year's Eve? Oh, geez. Poppers or the New Year's, I don't know when you use them. New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. We use ours on New Year's Day when we usually eat together as a family, as a big family. I'm making 11 of them. And I was thinking about them this morning. I'm going to put like, I'm going to put symbolic things in ours this year. So I'm going to give everyone $1, hoping that this new year is, you know, prosperous for everyone. And I'm going to put things that symbolize different things. I'm going to put a piece of gum so that you're always smiling. Or maybe chapstick for that. I don't know. I'm going to do like little symbolic things inside. And what I do is I save my toilet paper rolls and I stuff them with things. I usually just do candy or whatever. And then I wrap them in really pretty paper and I put them at the table for New Year's and everyone gets to open them up. But this year it's going to be, there's going to be symbolic things in it. Okay, let's get out some sentiments. So the project was thinking of you. Aw, I like this one. You aren't just a star to me, you're the whole night sky. Isn't that sweet? We'll put that on the inside. I think it's a little big to be out here. It could work. We could make it work, but I think I'm going to put it on the inside. What else do we got here? You're my shining star. This one is Count the Stars. It's by My Favorite Things, I'm sure. Surely it is. This is My Favorite Things. I love this one. You are my sun, my moon, and all of my stars. That's what that would be. I think my lucky stars for you. I just love this stamp set. Y'all know I love stars. So shoot for the stars. I'm going to put this on the inside. This looks like this is turned into my hubby's Valentine's all of a sudden. Hold on, I'm grabbing a thinking of you. That one's all thank you. This may take a minute. I'm still looking. I'm here. This is where that whole one note or every note or whatever would be really I love this one so much. So this was an old W+9 and it was a Valentine's. You make my heart go boom clap. I gotta put it on here. I was gonna go very literal with a thinking of you, but nah. Obviously, I'm thinking of him, right? Carmina will be RB. And then we're going to put this with stars on the inside. It's going to be real different. Okay, now I want to like matte this. You could also cut these out with like a die that maybe has stitching around it or something. I'm looking up, where is that? I have a tool that I never use. Let's see, where is that? I'm kind of wanting to add like faux stitching. Of course, you could draw it on. Tracy likes to do that at Mindless Crafting. She likes to draw her stitching on her elements, and it's super cute when she does. I love all of her cards. But I have a tool from Timmy, and I thought it was right here, but it is not. Well, that's okay. We won't worry about it. But it's like a perforation tool, and I was going to run it around. It's a scratchy tool is really what it is. I don't always get the best results with it. I won't risk it. I will just matte this. I want to matte this with another color. I've already had y'all on here long enough, or I would go through my dies and find... I'm back. Sorry. I'm back. Sorry, guys. Ooh, bronze would be cool. Or we're back, right? Great. Love that the internet went out on us this morning for the first time in forever when I have craft roulette tonight. I'm loving that. Not really. Bronze would be cool right there. But I'm going to keep going because I don't want to emboss anymore. Could also use a metallic pen. I like the yellow though. It brings out the yellow here. So I'm going to go with it. But you're right. The yellow would be cool. This one little white piece keeps bothering me. Anyways, Esther, I was asking. Yeah, it was me. My internet dropped. Did you get your package? I think I was probably asking that when I didn't have internet and didn't know it. I'm back. That would have been so lame if I lost you guys. I kind of want to go get a new router today. I was already thinking that yesterday, but it's like risky business, you know, going to get a new router. And setting it up, like what if things don't go right? I have to make sure I have good internet, you know, for craft roulette. So it's kind of risky doing it the day of. But then also it could make it awesome. Hey Beckon, how you doing? How do I keep missing these? Are they just not taking off? What's going on? There we go. Okay. Now, ooh, I'm gonna put the sentiment right here, and I think I'll actually stamp it. Can I fit it on that part of the heart? If I move it down a little, it just fits. I want to stamp it right there. You make my heart go boom, clap. Boom, clap. Yeah, really sticks to that. This is photo paper. So let me grab a different ink. I want to use my Memento for this one. I've got a Valentine's Day from a hubby. He's here, or else I would tell y'all. I'm doing a New Year's gift for him that's really special, but I can't tell you what it is because I don't want him to hear it. I don't know which part of the house he's in. You make my heart go boom, clap. Boom, clap. All right. That's going to go right up there. Completely smitten. Perfect from head to toe. You make my heart go boom. Love you unconditionally. You, and then you can put you and me, unstoppable, head over heels. This is from 2014. I'm sorry, everyone. But it's called, it's from W+9. And it's called Unconditionally. Oh, he could hear me. I am so glad I didn't say anything. He's in the other room. Okay, so there's that one. All right, let's glue this down. I'm feeling good about it. I left this glue open too long yesterday, so now it's not really coming out. I had to clean this before tonight. I should just make a list of everything I need to do before craft roulette tonight. One of them is going to be clean this glue nozzle, because it's not working anymore, and it's all my fault. All right, I like it right up there above the line. I want my sentiment straight. There we go. And then these two right down here. Hi, Paula Williams. Barbados. Awesome. My husband's from Jamaica, Paula. We have family in Guyana. And some of our family has family in Trinidad. Good to see you. Okay. You guys, Blossom came over yesterday. For those who don't know who that is, Princess Buttercup Blossom is my mom's dog. And Fazzy was just so mean and rude. I had to separate them. Fazzy tried to bite her for no reason other than jealousy. So Fazzy had to stay outside. Blossom got to come inside because she's the guest. Oh my goodness. That was unexpected. I'm going to put stars on the inside of here, along with this sentiment. And it looks like I'm going to have to ink blend on this card because we've got a little ink situation going on there. Are you working today, Cordelia? Or are you off? I'm working. As soon as I get this card done, headed in early so I can get off early so I can do craft roulette. Paula, is Paula still here? Or Cordelia? A lot of you probably know. What is the whole thing when you go back and you case the old parameters? Don't they have a new thing? Well, it's not terribly new, obviously, but a new, like it's a bonus extra kind of thing when you can go back and showcase old parameters, old episodes. I can't remember what it's called. Let's do the stars, and it's really pretty purple. That's what's calling to me. Let's find one. None of those. Let's do drive-in. I never use these inks. I don't have very many, but I should use them. We're just gonna randomly stamp these around. Break out the silicone mat. Hold on. It's so risky to have your ink pad on top of your paper too, on top of your like finished card. That's really risky business there. Especially like a Catherine Puller one that sticks to your inks, because you never know when it's gonna fall off. And now I'll fill in with a lighter purple with these other ones. How about that? I don't even know what drawer these are in. That's how seldom I use them. Let's use Serenade. What do y'all think? You like it? I like it. All right, I'll stop there. Isn't that sweet? I love that sentiment. Oh, yay. I'm glad y'all like it too. So, for those who may be joining a little later, let me show you real quick. I am releasing 2 new physical paper pads tomorrow. I wanted to have them out today. I thought that would be really fun. That was my goal originally. But they're gonna come out tomorrow. And I'll show you, I only have one to show you right now, and it's my printer proof. It's not the physical one. Let me dig it back out, but that's what we're using here today. And I'm so excited because I've wanted to use this paper pad since I started designing it. So there's our card. Let's look at that real quick. And let's see if I made the parameters. So this was for Craft Roulette episode 204. I think it was Libby Hickson that was the guest. So project Thinking of You, colors, fairy tale element, here or ear, and random was a stamped background. So we stamped and embossed the background. And you can hear birds calling. And the fairy tale colors, just like Cinderella's blue dress. And it's definitely like a thinking of you, thinking of someone really specific. So, you know, we had to merge the background there with the gold, but I like it. The heart's kind of, everything's a little cattywampus, but I like it. And then here's the inside. So fun. So yeah, this image is, and this background paper is from the Rainforest Refuge paper. So we cut it out of this one. These are 6x8 papers and a rainforest theme. And this one cuts here, just so you know. But lots of really cool rainforest critters. I couldn't get them all in there, but I got a lot of them. And lots of foliage and flowers. See, so there's 2 sets of birds. I love birds. You can tell. I gave you plenty of birds. Birds and big cats. Waterfalls. This is the sheet that we just cut off that has a couple of sloth. This was the one that I made kind of with thinking of Valentine's coming up. Put a couple of couples, but then there's some smaller solos. A couple of small sloths too. I did take a couple of the images and just size them differently. Here's the big cats page. And then I got a couple of gorillas. Got to have some gorillas. So there we go. I think I'm ready. I'm ready for craft roulette tonight. I'm super excited. We're gonna have so much fun. I hope you can come and join us, Mary and I, Mr. Producer, and the whole chatterbox. I hope y'all can be there and that we'll all have fun together. The last spin of the year, the last episode of 2024. We'll close out the year. What an awesome year it's been. And then May will be with Mary next week, ringing in the new year. So what a strong start for her and for them. And I know they'll have a good time together. I had fun hanging out with y'all. Hi, Heidi Robbins. I didn't get to say hello to you. And Vicki Reuter, I don't think I got to say hi to you either. Or Rose. Hi, Rose. So good to see so many of you. Thanks, Jim. Yeah, so these paper pads will be physical paper pads only. I do have a Valentine's digital coming out though. And I have some really cool, very different other digitals coming out too. I don't want to spoil any surprises, but there is definitely more on the horizon. I'm so excited about what 2025 has to bring. I don't know, you guys. I kind of want to ink blend this card some more on the inside, but I'll leave it for now. I don't know about the purple. I think I probably should have done blue stars, but maybe I'll just put a blue sky or something. I don't know. I need more blue. What if I ink blend the blue in? Oh, I think that's helping me. And then we're not going to go all the way down with the blue. Let's bring in some green, because it is a rainforest after all. I think this is going to help me bridge the gap between the front of the card and the inside of the card. That's better. Different, very different. Okay. All right, Flo, thanks for all the cheerleading. Thanks, Tina. I'm so glad y'all like it. Oh, great, Jill. I'm so glad. I hope to see you and John there. Hey, Debbie J. Love you too. Yay, Linda. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. All right, everyone. That's it. I'm signing off. I will see y'all tonight on Craft Roulette at 6:30 Central. It's on the Craft Roulette YouTube channel. That's where you'll find me. I will not be here. I will be there hanging out with Mary. So please come join us. Have a wonderful Friday. I'll see you then. Bye, everyone.